Hello and welcome back to my channel. We're going to be doing another speed build today. I thought we'd do something a little bit different, and what I did is I jumped onto realestate.com.au and I had a look at an actual apartment that I could buy in Sydney, Australia, and I wanted to look at the floor plan because when you go to buy a place you want to see floor plans, and that's pretty common on those listings. So I looked at a floor plan and I said, well, let's try and make this in Sims and see what happens, because they're pretty tiny places. So later on in the video, I'm going to show you the actual floor plan that I found online, and then I'd like you to guess how much you think this apartment goes for. I know the Australian economy is different to like the rest of the world, but have a think about it. Like, how much would you pay for an apartment like this? Now, it's an apartment and it's in the greater Sydney area, so it's probably like a 30-minute express train from the harbour bridge and stuff that people would actually recognise. And I decided in the beginning to furnish it pretty much exactly how they had it in the photos online as well, except for those light fixtures. The light fixtures in the actual photos were terrible. It was like one fluorescent light that lit up this entire room. So obviously this is a studio, and that's pretty normal in an apartment actually, just to have one light fixture. Is quite sad. But I tried to stay true to all the colours that I saw on the photo, and honestly, this place is really poorly designed, if I do say so myself. And in studios as well, they don't have a full stove and they don't have a full fridge. What they'll often have is like a little half stove, so it'll be a bench with a 2-plate convection stove thingy on it. It's really inefficient, and then fridges are usually little bar fridges to save space. And this is, besides the balcony here, which was this weird half circle shape, which I couldn't quite emulate on Sims, but we're getting pretty close to how this apartment is online. They had this little like wardrobe thing by the front. It was very odd. I'm not sure where you're supposed to hang your clothes in this place. And it just had this awful tiling on the floor and just stark white walls. So have a think about how much you think this place goes for in the Australian economy. And I'm about to show you the floor plan, and it looks even worse than the floor plan. So something like this goes for $285,000 to $310,000. In this Australian economy, that's crazy. That's loan repayments of over $600 a fortnight. And for an above average job, you're getting paid in hand $1,700 a fortnight. That's nuts. That's the end of my social commentary and how hard it is for millennials to buy in this economy. Let's move on and see what happens if I deleted everything and had the power to just place things where it would actually fit and make sense. If I really pushed things, could I fit an entire kitchen, a proper bathroom, couch, TV? So I thought that the kitchen being in the middle of that wall there was just really bad use of space. So I ended up putting it in this little nook. And the floor plan, it's a dining area, but I was like, I think I could do something with that. And there's still enough room on that bench there to cut your veggies. I tried to push it. I was like, okay, I need a TV and a couch. And I did actually measure this later. That TV is just near the roof, but there's a TV in there, and you can have a study. You know, if you really play around with spaces, you can make them work for you. If there's one thing that I've learned about living in small, overpriced apartments, is that you can make that space work. I mean, look, I'm even putting a dining table here, and I do end up moving the dining table to outside. But there's somewhere to sit and eat for you and one other person. I thought about wardrobe and whatnot because I couldn't see any of that on the online listing, and I was like, well, where is this person supposed to put all their stuff? So I made it work. I think the wardrobe actually looks quite nice, and I end up changing some of the colors to make it more harmonious, but I really enjoy the layout of this. I didn't do anything too fancy. I just tried to work with the space that was there. The bathroom, before it was laid out really poorly, but I thought, you know, they kind of had the right idea, having a bath shower on one side, the counters on the other side with a toilet like directly in front of the door. And it works, like you can have a full bathroom there. I mean, most apartments don't even have bathtubs anymore. I wanted to give this apartment a bit of an upgrade with its looks, give it some nice wooden floors, and a nice colour to the walls as well. I think it really just makes it a little bit more vibrant. I do play around with the colour a little bit. I was like, ooh, look at this bright blue. Toned it down in the end. Just really freshens up the place. And then after this is my favourite thing to do, which is clutter, and you know I'm going to put plants on here. I put plants in all of my builds. I am just as plant crazy in real life though. I have plants everywhere. This weekend, I went to the plant store and I spent $90 on new plants. But my bathroom looks very similar to the bathroom that I did in a plant crazy apartment build. I was like, I wouldn't really want to do this. And my roommates didn't mind either, so off we went to the plant store. Black can often close down a room and make it look smaller, but I think in contrast here with the white and the gold fixtures, I think it really made it quite classy. And for such a small space, it looks quite inviting. It's not cold and foreign and sterile as some bathrooms can be. I think it's important to put some colour in the bathroom. You know, if there is a surface, I will try and put plants on it. I'm surprised I didn't try and put more plants, I'll be very honest. I tried messing around with rugs and nothing really fit very well, and I was like, oh, I really don't want to mess up the feng shui of this, so I'll just put my paintings and be happy with it. If you're having trouble really taking your build to the next level there, try cluttering it up. Put things on walls, paintings, pot plants on every surface you can find. Just really go through and utilize all that junk that Sims lets you play with. I'm definitely going to turn this into a series though. This is way too much fun recreating an IRL place that could be bought in Sydney. But it's time for screenshots, so enjoy! I had so much fun making this and I can't wait to come back and make another one. So, until next time, be good and take care. Bye!